guys, and welcome back to my channel once again. And today I'm joined with some beautiful ladies. I hope you guys have seen the previous video that we did. So I'll allow them to introduce themselves again, and then we start the video for the day.
Hi, my name is Sifa, a Bible study leader at Sistahood, Kenya.
Hi, my name is Talia. Should I say it? Okay, founder of Sistahood Kenya.
Hi, my name is Wendy. I am a present worship leader at Sistahood.
Hi, my name is Christine. I'm just planning and
Hi, my name is Jessica. So now, this year has really been a very tough year with all the pandemic and everything that has happened. When your mwaka ilianza, we never thought that, anything like this will happen. And you guys set like goals for the year,
Yeah.
I did. It's still on my on my door, like my bedroom door.
Wow.
And have you been able to like achieve either one or two?
Wait,
And social goals.
So
the
next,
new decade.
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
when 2030 comes, we'll be like, reviewing how the decade was, how it started.
Yay.
We'll be like, but we're really thankful that we are here, we are alive. That's something to really be grateful for at this end of this, as the year comes to a close. So we're going to do just things that you're grateful for this year and some of the lessons that you have learned throughout the year with the pandemic as well. But before we go on, are you guys like setting goals for 2021? Am I like, God, venye wewe unataka ndio tutaenda?
For me, I am setting goals because I love new beginnings and having new goals as I start something new. So as we start the new year, I would love to have like, goals for 2022. So I set goals.
For me, my goals are more flexible. Yes, I'm making goals, but they're flexible because at this point I've seen that I make my own plans, but God has other plans. So yeah.
Actually, I haven't thought about it. I haven't come to that decision of whether I will set goals. Although I'm a very, I love structure and planning, but I think they say I've learned to be very, go with the flow. So if there's need for me to set a goal in something or for a day, then I'll do it for that day. If there's no need, then that's okay. So I think that's how I'm at.
I have already set some
Hey,
Okay.
Like she said, I'm also very flexible, like allowing space for anything to happen. So anything could happen.
Very true. Hey, me, I'm 50-50. Because I usually, for me, like when I set my New Year resolution, so my birthday is usually on January, so I prefer setting it up for when it's my birthday time.
When's your birthday?
So it's January 30th, so watu wamesota, but mshahara ndo imeingia,
for the new year.
New Year.
Neutral. New Year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, it's like she just gets to
Yeah,
turn a new
so
page
yeah,
immediately.
because
It's like, okay, I'm here, I'm older, let's do this.
So yeah, new year, new age. Yeah. So now we're going to start with some of the lessons we have learned this year. So, Sifa.
A lesson I've learned this year is that God is not insecure the way we are. He's not afraid of questions that we might have. He's not going to be offended by any question that you have about your life or about his plan for your life. So I've learned to ask him those hard questions instead of keeping them to myself and allowing them to sort out. Because he's not like me. Like if someone came to ask me a question about how I do things, I would get upset. But with God, he's so much bigger than us. So our questions don't faze him. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's a nice lesson.
I think for me would be quality over quantity. That one I've had to apply everywhere. From my business to now the sisterhood to even how much I'm giving of myself, because I realize I can't be everywhere at the same time. So I really have to know what my priorities are every other time and just focus there. Like if right now my priority is family and friends, then focus my energy on family and friends. And so that way I'm not burning out every other time, and then everyone is just getting like a glimpse of me instead of the entirety of who I am. So I think that has just been like the biggest lesson. And then understanding that because I can be everywhere every time, there's a God who's capable of doing that. So even if I feel shocked to people, God is very much capable of shock for them. I don't have to be there and to, push myself and get to this place where I'm uncomfortable because I'm giving little, but then I want to be present. God is omnipresent, so it's not my work. I'm not the creator, I'm just a creation, so I need to let the creator be present for them. You can stop.
That's such a nice lesson. So for me has been rest.
Woo. Say it again.
I looked at
Say
you,
it
I was
again.
Like
That
so
was for me.
more of rest. Like I found myself like doing a lot of things. Like you could ask me in a day, just okay, I'm tired. I'm really tired. But if I sit down and like kind of check like what was I even doing? But I was so busy, but I wasn't doing maybe the right thing or doing things that I'm supposed to actually do. So in terms of rest is more of directing my, what would I call it, my energy to the rightful things. Like just not be busy and also just take time and rest. Like rest is so is key. So mine has been rest.
I'm actually reading a book. There's a word for that. It's called essentialism. Like doing productive things instead of just being busy without productivity.
Without productivity, exactly that one. What have you called it again?
Essentialism.
We know that people read books this year. So for me has been rest.
For me, I've learned so much in 1 year. It's actually felt like it's been longer than that. And one of the major things I've learned is that progress over perfection.
It's from you.
Yeah, because I'm such a perfectionist. Even when it comes to faith, I want to do things exactly as they are required of me. And I've learned that when I fall short, I'd get so hard with myself. I'd beat myself up. I'd go days without praying because I feel like I created that distance and whatnot. But I've learned that it's progress over perfection, and God is still there. Even in the stumbling, He will keep you from stumbling. And what makes a righteous man is the rising up after you fall. It's not doing good, it's the rising up after you fall that's what makes you a righteous person. And also I've learned to be me, to own myself. I've always been that person who's in the background, afraid to say what they mean, what they want to say, their opinions, and venturing, even going out of my own house, because I've always felt small. This year, I'm owning it.
I think also that's one of the lessons also me I've learned. Like this year, I've been out there. I've become so bold. I can say bold. I'm not really fearful. Like I used to fear so little. Like what would people say? Like those things.
Still working on that.
I've really been bold and just to cut out of my comfort zone. Kabisa. This year, it's been one of those.
And it's ironic because this year is when we were supposed to be closed in, but now we're coming out.
Called out.
So for me, my greatest lesson this year has been surrender, and God has really taught me to just surrender. Sometimes you just feel like we are surrendering, but in some way we want God to do things some type of way. We want Him to use a certain way, but God has really been teaching me how to surrender, and just giving me the grace and the courage just to surrender to Him and just leave everything to Him completely. Then the other lesson I've learned is God is supreme. Like He's just supreme, and the world is His, I am His, and He's over everything, over everything. So those have been my biggest lessons.
Kwanza that part of surrender is like, God, where shika tu hii, but hii usishike,
I
don't
want to,
touch.
but I want to use this card.
Or you pray and then you still chase after what you
Yes.
prayed for. It's like,
Ah.
you'll provide,
like
but
you're
I know you're providing that, but
and then you pick it again.
Exactly.
You give it to him.
let's all.
Let's
You're
collaborate.
providing, I'm providing also. So let's meet halfway.
Yes, patane. Yeah,
So
surrender.
that's what I'm doing it right now.
You need to surrender.
And I think all that stems from like you're not totally trusting on Him. Yani uko tu-
Unataka
No
kujisaidia.
yeah.
But I think also, I was sharing with someone and they were saying, I think also it comes from, if you haven't experienced God in that area, it's hard to trust Him. Like if you haven't experienced God in provision financially, you just come from a place of, let's say, poverty and just that mindset. So you've never experienced abundance. So it's kind of difficult to start trusting because you've not experienced it before. So it's a lot of faith.
Yeah, actually makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Would you like maybe share something else? Another lesson?
Something else I've learned is that, especially in my friendships, I have learned to look for safety in my friendships. I think that's something that we don't look for
Yeah.
in a lot of spaces. We just look for people who we have stuff in common with, or people who share a vision, but a lot of times we don't look for safety. And that has been one of my goals for this year, allowing myself to be in spaces where I can be who I am. Because it's only when you are who you really are that you can become who you want to be or who you need to be. And so you need that space where you can show even the ugly parts of yourself so that you can be aware that they exist, so that you can change. Yeah. So for me, safety in your friendships has been a really important lesson I've learned.
That's a good thing.
I'm like, hey. One of my goals.
I
for
feel
the
like-
next year.
I feel like that really determines, once you ask yourself, like, if I say this, will this person respect my decision?
Exactly.
Can they honor me? I think also it's that place of, even if we are fighting, would this person put me in a situation where it dishonor me? Like,
Yeah.
I think that one is so.
Coming, you saying that makes me just
The first
think
question I
about
you're accepting.
my not even that like my friendships. So there's this one friendship. Oh my goodness. Okay, sawa. So there's this
Confession
one,
time.
Right here. It's real.
there's this one friendship that I knew like this 2021. Like literally, we are not friends, but in a way we came back and. Say we are very cool peeps, my sister. I love you. But as per our conversations, we found that we really were not real. And that the way you're just saying safety, the way you cannot be real with someone else, and you are trending on. Yani unatembea,
Eggshells.
exactly, because you don't want to hurt this person, thinking that when I say something, will it hurt this person? When you're trying to correct this person, you've seen something wrong with
So
maybe
there's a lack
whatever
of
they
safety.
did. Yes. Whatever they did, but you don't want to correct because you don't want to hurt the person. But also you not realizing that makes that friendship not be a genuine and real friendship. So, and right now, comparing our friendship years before and now, like we are so totally open and real with each other that I'm thankful for that actually. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, something else. I just digressed, I'm sorry.
Mine is about to go there. We're going there into relationships. And I mean romantic relationships. I think one thing I've learned is no amount of YouTube videos can prepare you for godly dating.
Yeah.
No amount of, you cannot take somebody else's life and plaster and think that's exactly how, because that's one thing I think we don't talk about.
Relationship goals.
Yeah, there's no.
No, not a book. No, I'm saying the way we say, like
yeah.
you see an Instagram photo,
Oh
like
yeah,
relationship goals.
Yeah, because I
yeah.
realized,
Couple goals.
yeah, because most couples don't share the really nitty gritty stuff.
Yeah.
Like you had to, like probably you had to wait for this guy to get. You found them, they were godly, they were pursuing God, but probably they were struggling financially. So it's like you have to. We don't share those nitty gritty aspects. Like nobody comes
The
whole.
messy-
I think
the
that's
messy
the
parts.
messy bits, and then nobody comes whole. So if you keep walking in and you have this list and you're waiting for, and then the every other person will check out. Every other person will check out. So I think you need, first of all, given that now this is a Christian channel, I'm assuming, then that's all your part. That's all your part.
It's a Christian channel, guys, and I'm not afraid to say it. So,
Okay.
yeah, so
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. So I'm saying, no, because I didn't want to assume also and put
Oh,
pressure on other people
okay.
who are not pursuing.
Yeah.
So I think that's something I struggled with, because I met someone and I'm like, oh no, you're doing something wrong. They're not pursuing me the right way. This is how they're pursuing each other. You know, he took her there. You told me to come to your place. He took her there. You see, they didn't meet in that place. So I think it was just like those little things, and I was expecting. I promise you, those are the fights I have. But I think. And also this aspect of also a relationship with God, just because someone is not bold in the aspect of constantly posting on their statuses, it doesn't mean that they have a lesser relationship with God. And so if you live with that and then you start thinking, now this one can hate me, especially women, because women, I find women more bold, more audible about their faith and all that. And so I remember just thinking, me, I'm better than this one, because this one is not so audible, this one is not so.
Kuna mali tunapelekana.
Exactly.
Lately.
But in real truth, if you look at the character, it's in
You shall tell them by their fruits.
exactly. I could see fruit, so it would have been unfair for me to use all this YouTube advice and all that to judge this person.
This
So
person,
yeah,
yeah.
so I think that
Comparing your relationship.
exactly.
Okay, me. I think progress for me has been such a big thing, and you know, it's a wide thing, because when you pray to God to remove that veil from your heart, you need to be at a place of surrender and at a place of vulnerable. You're vulnerable to Him. You're allowing Him to lead you. You're learning. So I've also learned just to take each day, one day at a time. Christianity or being born again, it's a daily thing. It's a daily commitment. It's waking up and saying, today, God, I'm going to seek you. As you pursue me, I'm going to give you everything today. It's daily. It's not actually the first day of the week, and then
that's it.
you're like, I'm good for the week. No.
Itanipeleka.
It's a
Itanipeleka.
We can see my Lord. This
By the
prayer
way,
is
it's
always-
December, but the next year.
No, it's daily. Because
Surrender.
if you miss even one step, it's so easy to fall. You know, we're living in the world, so it's so easy to lose your focus and look at the world. So you need to fight for your relationship with Christ every single day.
So for me, another thing I've learned is that God has my best interests at heart.
Yes.
Like in everything He's doing, He thinks about my well-being and He loves me. And just knowing that, no, it is from what I said earlier about surrender. So when I'm able to surrender and just leave everything to Him, no, I know He'll handle everything with love.
Yeah.
He's not malicious, He's not under any evil plot.
Yeah.
He's just, He loves me. And so just it's very pure, just as how my father would love me, what he would do for me because he loves me is the same thing. But no, for God it's just greater and it's another level.
Yeah, it can't even be compared.
Yeah, sure.
Big things. Maybe just to digress, what's one of the things that you have learned about yourself? Just about yourself. Wow. That by the way you didn't know
I think for me it would be grace, because this year when we started Sistahood, and I've met so many women over. I can't even. I've met so many women this year, and I've learned to just create a space for them to be able to be their own version of themselves, as pure, as broken, as perfect. You know, for those who are struggling with perfectionism.
Don't mention names.
But do we have to, Wendy? Do we have to mention names, Wendy? So, I realized I'm very graceful, very. And also it's not just me, as in it's not by my power, it's the Holy Spirit. Because there are times where I wanted to go off on someone, maybe because they didn't do something or they didn't show up, and then for some reason, thank God, I'm usually just tired. I'm like, I'll do it probably another day, and then in between, before then and the day that I was supposed to do it, this person will express what they're going through, or so I get to understand why they were not showing up and all that. And so I look back at those moments and I'm like, God really just held me back not to go when someone who probably needed me at that time. And so I've really just learned to be a lot graceful, a lot. And it's such a beautiful
What have I learned about myself?
boundaries.
I have learned that I am a lot stronger than I thought I was. And also, it's not. I don't owe it to myself, obviously, because I have a God who holds me like every single time. And so, even the things I thought I wouldn't go through, I went through, and I got to the other side. So I have the resilience of Eve. If I
Amen.
could say so,
Amen.
right? Being accused of, like, everyone in the world, like when you think of Eve, you just think of the woman who is the reason we are here today, you know, but she still rose up, she still became a mom, the first mom in the world, you know, she's so resilient. So I've seen that resilience in me, and I didn't think I had it. So
So I'm listening to you two and I'm like, you have positive things.
Imagine even a negative thing is fine. Even a negative thing is
God
fine.
is really showing
Like an
me.
expose.
I'm like, let me shine a light.
There's a spotlight.
You try and ignore it, and he's like, it's this place in Hapa. So I've learned that I'm not as selfless as I thought I was. Because even in my resume, if you read my resume, the first thing was kindness. Like, I'm kind. And I thought I was kind because like I said, I make myself small so that I don't, it's called what? I don't disturb everyone else. Like, so I've learned that selflessness and kindness and politeness they're very different. And I'm learning this because I've spent more time with my mom, and my mom is the most selfless person, not just with her family, with everyone else. I mean, she does things without even expecting a return. She lives in service of others, and I've also learned that is the Christian way of living. You know, in this generation, we have glorified ourselves, self-care, self-love, itself. There's no inclusion. It's selfish. But I'm learning that being a Christian is about living in service of others. You would even not do things that would inconvenience others or make others fall into sin because you understand it, yes, but they don't. So you'd refrain from doing it so that so. The other thing is patience. I'm learning patience with people. Generally, I'm a patient person.
That's why I'm laughing, guys. I've experienced it firsthand.
No, I'm patient with people. But there's patience with their growth. and patience with what level they're at.
Yeah.
Because for me sometimes I don't know what it is, but if I know something, I expect everyone else.
Assumption
It's like
factor.
it's a common knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm learning that we're all at different levels, even in faith. Just because I know something and God has revealed it to me does not mean that this other person is any less of. Yeah, so those are the things of life about myself.
So you just mentioned patience and empathy. Wow.
We're on the same boat.
Yeah,
But of a feather stick together.
the novella together. So I knew I'm not really a patient person, but now like God has really illuminate, like the way she was saying,
Exposing
yeah,
out
yeah,
in the light.
yeah. And so this has been a journey of me learning to be patient with first myself and especially myself, because as we're saying about perfectionist and all these things, I want to do everything right, everything this way, and I've learned to be so patient with myself, because I realize sometimes I just beat myself too much, and also being patient with people in whatever circumstance, in whatever area. So yeah, that's another thing that I've really learned about myself. Yeah. And also I can learn things and they become my hobbies. But I'm telling you, that's different. Yeah,
We
so
should have a cake very soon.
Tunangoja.
Next
Christmas.
meeting, you come
Christmas
with
is
cake.
here.
You come with cake.
so yeah, I have learned that I can learn new things and I love them.
Okay, for me, I'll say a negative one about myself. In as much as I'm a servant, I call myself a servant. Like I really love to serve, like effortlessly. It comes like effortlessly for me.
That's nice.
Yeah. Sometimes so
Welcome
effortless.
over.
It really comes
Rub
effortlessly.
shoulders.
But I can sometimes tend to be so selfish. Like I want things for myself. Like hii nataka, hii ni yangu. Like this is just mine. And I've had to realize that, imagine, no, it's not yours. And even if it's a gift or something, you're blessed to bless other people. So yeah, that was a very negative thing that I didn't realize I had, and I actually found it from my business, like through like what I actually do. So I learned my selfishness in that aspect. But yeah, I've been exposed and I am learning too. yeah. So yeah, thank you. And then the last question would be, what are you really grateful for this year?
For me, it's simple. I'm grateful for friends. Look at the article she knows. She's done. Look at her. Okay, would you like to continue?
You're grateful for?
No, because I
think it's
genuinely,
sweet.
yeah, because genuinely, wow. Very, very such a cry. No, because no, because I keep looking back and I'm like, even when I think of Sistahood and I think of my business, I'm like, then I sat down and I convinced people to join, and they said yes, and they said here we are, and they said we're here to serve, and we're here to, we're here, we have your back, and they show up, and they do what they need to do. And besides that, I think my friends are really being such a support system, because not everyone comes for probably a stable family and all that, so it's good to just have a place where you can go and feel safe. And there's a lot of safety I've been feeling with my friends, safety, and just this sharing spirit, like people just showing up for me. Actually, guys, from my birthday, from Valentine's, there's nothing I've paid for, let me tell you, and I've celebrated all those things. After Christmas nangoja tu kupelekwa kama mnanisikia. Clearly it's been working, so because all
Santa is going to come.
yeah, so I'm grateful for friends who are family. They say a brother stick, friend sticks closer than a brother in adversity. Something of that.
No, yeah, those are two different.
What's the other one?
It's a friend is. I think a brother is the one who's born for adversity, but a friend
The one who
I
speaks
don't know
closer.
what a friend does.
Go search.
But
Something.
Yeah, we will write it somewhere. Chini.
well,
Tunataka kufanya adventure ya.
But it's that Jonathan David, good kind of emotional tie, the good kind of spiritual ties, where somebody is like, I'm setting the platform for you, I want you to flourish, and I'm here, I'm cheering you on. You know, if it's your time, oh, you're such a blessing. I'm blessed.
Thankful for friendship.
I'm thankful that I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah. Through everything that has happened, because it's been a year. But I'm here through so much. Yeah, I'm just thankful that I'm here. Yeah.
Let's cry.
No.
For me, what I'm thankful for is restoration in a lot of areas in my life. Restoration in my family, restoration in friends. I remember the beginning of this year, I was crying to God and I'm like, I don't have real friends. And God came through for me, and Natalia was like, hey, there's a group I'm starting, do you want to be a part of it, do you want to be a leader? And now I'm part of a sisterhood where I have friends. I mean, it's just been so great. Restoration in my faith. You know, it's so easy to get caught up with the ups and downs of life, and you find yourself stuck in motion. You're waking up, you're doing the same routine, but really there's no meaning to it. But this time, God really said, sit down. Let me show you. Pause. Take a pause, relax, and find me again. So I'm really grateful for that.
So for me, the thing that I'm most grateful about is I have really experienced God deeply easier. Like, you know how sometimes you hear people sharing testimonies, people sharing how they have experienced God and met with God. Of course, before, God has done things and you know He has blessed me and all that, but this year we say I have experienced Him like in such a deep way. In some way I can't even explain. He has done things that, and that's why, as Nat was talking about surrendering, and it comes from where it comes from and where it doesn't come from, I was just remembering I have been learning to surrender because of what God has been doing and what He has been showing He can do. So that has given me, like, He gives me reasons to keep trusting Him. So yeah, I'm thankful to have experienced Him this year, and also I'm thankful for the people He has placed in my life. As in, sometimes my mind, I'm blown away because I'm like, wow, God just gave me the best. The people who are close to me, the people sent my way. Of course, there are people who come, you know, of course we don't have all those good people, but I'm grateful for the people He has sent to be close to me. They are the best. Yeah.
For me, I would say I'm grateful for a lot of things, and just most of what you have mentioned would be just life. That whether I'm here, I didn't get COVID. I'm very healthy. I didn't get sick throughout the year. Kwani ulipata COVID?
Continue.
Some
Some people have experienced.
Well,
We are not talking.
No, sijapata but najua watu.
not even me, I know people.
I start kusema majina.
I know people, but I am really grateful for life. Grateful for friendship. That God, just as Wendy has said, the restoration of friendship. Even before, when the year started, I was like, you know what, God, I'm alone. Niko peke yangu. So, what are we doing this year? Send people my way. Ama you send me to people. And yeah, I was restored. I met new people. Also met the sisterhood. And now I feel like I'm a part of a group of a sisterhood. It's kind of like a belonging. I belong somewhere. Yeah. So I'm grateful for family. Yeah. And then, this year has been more of family. So I'm really grateful for family. I'm grateful for my business this year. Actually, I think I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, I'm really grateful for my business because even after I lost my job, that was like provision for me for this year. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, grateful for so many things, but I'm really grateful for that as well. Yeah. You guys want to add anything? Maybe. So thank you so much for coming through and participating and sharing some of the things that you're thankful and the lessons that you've learned this year. So please comment down below and tell us what are you thankful for, what has God done for you this year, what are the lessons that you have learned about yourself as well, or the lessons that you've learned this year. So I'll end this video here and really thank these ladies for gracing me with their presence.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
It was so much
Enjoyed
fun.
it.
I started with anxiety, but it ended up being so
But
fun.
we ended up being fun. I'm really glad you guys had fun. I'm really
We knew we were winning.
wow. Humility.
We'll pray for you.
Humility.
You know, humility.
No, you need to walk in the favor
No,
that's already
no.
inside of you. You need to
You know,
embrace.
humility is
You
also
are
not
the favor
thinking less of
factor.
yourself.
Amen. Amen.
Have you heard that? Huh?
Yani.
Humility.
There's a difference between
Huh?
humility and modesty.
Ebu,
You need
Ebu
to go
repeat
search.
that. Say it louder.
Yeah, humility is also not thinking less of yourself.
Exactly.
My God.